In the freezing winter, when temperatures drop below -10 degrees Celsius, it's actually the peak season for strawberries. In China, strawberries are a typical off-season fruit, with the main harvest running from December all the way to April. To keep the strawberries warm, these greenhouses are covered with 3 layers of plastic film, and for pollination, the farmer even raises bees inside the greenhouse. Why do strawberries in China mainly come onto the market in winter? Are strawberries really suitable for growing in such cold weather? And to make this possible, how much money and effort do farmers have to invest to keep them alive? In this video, we step inside a strawberry farm and follow a young strawberry grower through his day to uncover the real story behind growing strawberries in the middle of winter. Evan is a 26-year-old young farmer who lives on the farm with his family. To deliver the freshest strawberries to their customers, they wake up at 5 a.m. every morning and begin harvesting at dawn.
这一上冻都要有手吃了，有的上冻漂亮。一上冻它容易就是在那会没病，就会烂。就像开这花一上冻，这花就枯了。
There are 10 greenhouses like this, all dedicated to growing strawberries. Every day, large quantities of strawberries ripen, and once they're picked, they're delivered to the customer within just 2 hours. The strawberries Evan grows are evenly red and well shipped. This farm has over 10 years of growing experience, and Evan's father has spent almost his entire life working with strawberries. Evan studied photography in college and worked for 2 years after graduating. But when things didn't go as planned, he returned to the farm to grow strawberries alongside his father. This is now his 2nd year as a strawberry farmer.
喂，装好。
这个是要草莓了。
对，这就是蛋糕房了。
那咋弄的？就给它摘？
抢住它也得有。
Evan's family has extremely high standards when it comes to quality. Strawberries that are uneven shape or show even slight imperfections are immediately discarded.
这个草莓咋了？为啥要扔了？这个
剥皮了呢。
These rejected strawberries don't actually affect overall sales. Growing strawberries in greenhouses during winter means no rain damage and very few pests, allowing yields to reach 1.5 to 3 times higher than open field farming in summer. More importantly, the entire growing process requires little to no pesticide use. Consumers are also naturally willing to pay more for fresh fruit in winter. Of course, winter strawberries farming does have its downsides, higher labor costs. But in China, many strawberry farms operate as family-run businesses, where family labor is rarely counted as an expense. This is why strawberries in China are largely harvested and sold during the winter.
每天都要送草莓吗？
对，每天都要送货，早上5、6点就起了。
送几件？
大大小小加起来有个10来件。他送超市，我送这种水果店，还有这个蛋糕房。
我这不弄个小面包车了？
这很差车，人货混装。咱的面包车是那个客运版的。
For Evan's family, the biggest uncertainty comes from their customers. Strawberries ripen every single day. If they're not picked today, they may spoil by tomorrow. Even though they already supply large supermarkets, bakeries, and nearby vendors, the number of orders still rises and falls unpredictably. To handle this constant supply, they're now trying a new approach, cutting out the middleman and selling directly to consumers. Later this afternoon, we'll find out whether this new method actually works.
这还有送货吗？说一天要送几次货？大概
3、4次。
接下来干啥了？
去给那个咱刚扔出来那个烂果试试。
烂果有啥用吗？
正常情况下都是扔了，但是咱现在为了有这个孔雀，还有燕燕，还有兔子，可以喂兔子。
While Evan is busy working, we take a look around this family strawberry farm. These small rooms are where the whole family lives. During the freezing winter, even the kitchen's running water often freezes. This is Evan's wife and their daughter, who is not yet 1 year old. They've just woken up. Inside the greenhouse directly across from the house, a small area serves as their living room. During breaks from work, they spend time here with their child, enjoying the sunlight. Even in winter, it feels surprisingly warm. As noon approaches, the temperature inside the greenhouse rises quickly. Evan's father opens a section along the side to ventilate and control the heat. Meanwhile, Evan lifts the inner insulation film, allowing the sunlight to flood in and help the strawberries' photosynthesis. While working, Evan shares his experiences from more than a year of growing strawberries, along with his observations about agriculture in China. He reflects on the gap between China and developed countries, especially when it comes to strawberry breeding and research.
为啥你觉得很多品种好吃都是外国的？
我感觉就是人家就是起步的就比咱国内早，而且你看像种植这些大棚了啥了，农场，中国它就没有一个体系的一个东西。咱这就是你个人就是你去包一块地，你可能弄也称不上农场，但是像外国。 人家一弄都是好大一块地。
你感觉咱跟他们的农业差多少年？
我感觉少说得有50年。不管是像这种冷棚或者是温室棚，当然咱国内也有做得好的，但是极少数。但是外国人家已经是普遍现象。
普及了。
对。
On the farm, their daily meals are usually very simple. I wanted to capture this raw reality, but Evan worried about being a bad host and insisted on driving me to a nearby market to get food. After lunch, I did a short interview with him inside the strawberry greenhouse.
一周干几天活呢？
干8天。
一天的工作量就相当于是2天的工作量了。
反正就是全年无休呗。
对，
全年无休。
那草莓总有歇的时候吧？
草莓歇，地歇，人不歇。草莓结束，收拾地，就是给大棚包膜全撤了。然后还有育苗子。
你感觉现在对你来说最大的困难是啥？
就是做线下，就是做采摘的话比较难，
采摘因
为草莓园太多了，走市场比较相对来说是有点难。
This is a new approach Evan is experimenting with. It opens the farm to the public, allowing customers to walk into the greenhouse, pick strawberries themselves, and pay their way at the end. Most visitors come as families with children. To encourage them to stay longer, Evan even built a small playground on the farm where kids can play for free. But this approach isn't just about creating a lively atmosphere. Children running through the greenhouse can accidentally knock strawberries off the vines. And when people see ripe fruit, many can't resist eating as they pick. For the farm, these are very real losses. Relying solely on passing cars stopping by brought in very limited customers. So they came up with another idea, using live streaming to attract nearby buyers.
来看这边的话是我们给小孩设置的这个游玩区域啊，这个游玩区域是免费玩的，就是免费玩的，不收钱，不收任何费用，都是免费提供的，宝子们。
Evan's background in photography means he has professional equipment and technical skills, while his wife has experience in clothing sales. The two quickly found their rhythm, teaming up to run live streams with impressive coordination. Before Evan returned home to take over his father's strawberry farm, the sales model here was extremely limited, relying almost entirely on bulk deliveries to supermarkets. Low purchase prices squeezed their profit margins, and to barely survive in the market, the family had no choice but to endure intense physical labor. Daily strawberries harvesting, constant greenhouse maintenance, and even small but essential tasks like feeding sugar to the bees all piled up, weighing on them like mountains. Today, after a series of changes, adding playground facilities to attract families, running social media accounts, and using live streaming to drive sales, the farm has seen real results. This year, on-site picking now accounts for 20% of total revenue, and the overall profit margin of strawberry sales has increased significantly.
你又醒了？
是呀，嘿嘿嘿，哎，你好。
Harvesting strawberries in winter comes at a cost that begins long before the cold arrives. From raising seedlings to building greenhouses and daily care, an entire season of time and effort is invested into just a few winter months. The calluses on Evan's hands are the most direct and honest proof of that process.
之前呢，刚种草莓那儿呢，花儿多呀，上光毛的呀，地毛，这都是浆子。这样。
你都不戴手套了？
不习惯，手套不戴。
Nights on the farm are especially cold. These prefabricated rooms are only temporary. There's no insulation and no heating. Although Eva's family owns a home in the city, they choose to live on the farm so they can keep a close eye on the strawberries. When it came time for dinner, Evan insisted on driving into the city to bring food back.
你这是去哪儿了？
去走俩看。
不是说不吃饭吗？哎呀。
Even after I told him it wasn't necessary, he wouldn't change his mind. For them, life can be simple, but guests should never be treated poorly, even if you were just a stranger with a camera. This is a day in the life of Evan, a strawberry farmer. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of honest real-life story, please consider liking and subscribing.